Hello, my name is Eric Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to be talking about allowing everything to be as it is. It is a habit, a bad habit that we have to often say no to what is happening, to reject, resist, and deny what is happening. And I think it is worth practicing or experimenting to the best of your ability to allow everything that's happening to be as it is. It is a moving from this constant resistance to what is, this clashing, and allowing is the first step to moving on from conflict to working collaboratively and cooperatively with what is, in order to truly work with, almost like a great a keto practitioner, let's say. A force is coming in and it's received and redirected, and you basically throw the other person across the room with pretty much their own force. When I was taking a keto many years ago, it was said again and again and again, never meet force against force. Never resist what's coming. You go with the force. You always go with the force. Going with the force is the first step to redirecting, to leading it elsewhere. And so whatever comes, the first step is always to allow, to completely allow it. It is okay. I mean, it's not saying everything that's allowed is going to be pleasant. I mean, if you've got a headache or a toothache, well, just allow it. Allow it to be as it is. There is pain. Can you do something about it? Well, if you can do something about it, then go do something about it. If you can't do anything about it, resisting it, denying it, isn't going to do anything but create misery and suffering for yourself. But if you deeply allow it to be, when you can do nothing about it, it's not so bad, you might find. And so it becomes something, I guess, tolerable would be a certain way of saying it. But it is this allowing is always the first step. You must allow what is to be as it is in order to listen. And when I was studying the martial arts, listening, that is, being totally aware of everything that's going on, the different, listening, feeling the direction of the force, the type of the force, things like that. Listening in a more holistic, general way of just being openly receptive to everything and aware. To listen well, you must first allow. Allowing everything to be as it is the first step. Because if you allow it to be as it is, then you can listen to it. If you don't allow it, you're not really listening. You're not openly receptive to it. You're already pushing against it and resisting and denying. But if you allow it, now you can listen to it. And again, from listening, there's the potential of redirecting and leading the force. It is a different way to live. And it's worth, I think, experimenting and playing with, is just trying to change the habit of instantly resisting, denying, rejecting, conflicting, fighting what is. And instead, just, noticing, if you notice that, don't fight that, don't resist it. The last thing you want to do is resist your resistance, to fight your conflict. If you notice you're resisting, allow it. Allow the resisting to be as it is. And it will fade. Because the first step is to allow that, and then when you allow what's prior to that, the resistance fades. And so it's progressing levels of allowing, deeper and deeper. Now, when you allow everything to be as it is, this will diminish the sense of me. This will diminish the ego, which is also, I think, a good practice to shaken that up a little bit. Because part of the I guess you'd say the solidity of the me, the sense of a me, comes from our resistance and our fighting and our denial. I mean, if you are in a river and you're floating along, you know, there isn't so much of a feeling. There's not a lot of feedback. But if you planted your feet firmly on the ground and resisted the river, and you're feeling this push, the sense of me is much more there. Because I am doing this. I am resisting, and so there's more feedback of a sense of me when there's resistance. But when you allow and kind of go with the flow a bit, there isn't this feedback to strengthen the feeling of a me. It tends to recede. And so I think it's a good practice or experiment to play with this, allowing everything to be as it is, because it is the first step, really, in listening and working collaboratively and cooperatively. I mean, allowing precedes, later appreciation. I mean, there's allowing, there's acceptance, there's appreciation, there's this continuum. And so the first step, so to speak, is always allowing everything to be as it is. And then from there, you might be able to accept everything to be as it is. And then later, appreciate everything to be as it is. But anyways, if you have any questions, comments, please post below. As always, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and, keep it, that way you're aware of updates. You'll be notified. Also, a quick note, October 24th, I am doing a online live stream Q&A about non-duality. So if there's any questions or anything like that, and you want to just hop on to this Facebook live stream, please see the link below. But until next time, thank you much.